What is up, guys? In today's video we have another inside the mine style video where I'm going to walk you through my thoughts and decisions as I play in Fortnite Zero build. As always, if you guys do enjoy this video, find it helpful or informative, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you'd like to see more. Let's get right into it. We're going to be landing Anvil Square this game. This is kind of like the hot spot on this map so far. If you have a decent bus for it, I feel like it's between Anvil and Faulty, just kind of depending on what the bus is. And I quite like Anvil for Zero builds. But one weakness it does have is it does not have a lot of Oathbound chests. So your likelihood of leaving here with a hammer isn't the best. Especially with how chaotic this place can be. Some people just get them and leave. But there's one in that building. There's one in the castle. And then there's one over there as well that can spawn. So you have 3 potential Oathbound chests. But even then, they're not quite guaranteed hammers like they used to be with the addition of the shield in the game. Got the Scar. Which isn't the best from an AR perspective, but... one thing that's nice about the Scar is that it is very versatile. We can just use it straight as our SMG there, and that's fine. And I feel like that's one thing that kind of leads to the Scar being underrated, is people kind of expect it to be their main AR. And it doesn't really compare to the Red Eye. But I feel like where a lot of the value of the Scar comes is versatility. Like, it's just kind of okay in every situation. It's not the best at anything, but it's not like worthless at anything either, unless you're trying to shoot somebody like ridiculously far away. Maybe it'd be pretty inconvenient for that. Our Oathbound chest did spawn, luckily. There's somebody here though. Oh, he might be super low. Someone's on the capture point. I heard him like walk over it. Oh my gosh, this Maven is so questionable. I feel like I never hit any good shots with it. But I would rather have it than a heavy. Like, my current ranking on the shotties is definitely Thunder or top, then Maven, and then heavy. The heavy could be great, but you have to be perfect with it. And with how like much chaos there is this season, that's easier said than done. There's people fighting in the bottom. We want to go third party that if we can. Got that slap barrel for the unlimited sprint. And we did get our hammer, which is super important. This guy's a crown. Super weak. We hit him 60 white. Plus all his shield. I don't know where he went. He's med misting over here. I am so confused. Let's bait that crown for a second. That person who shot me in the back came over here. Maybe not. They might be fighting somebody else. I'm pretty sure I heard someone like super close to me though. Yeah. Somebody hammering over here. This stinks, man. I really wanted to kill that guy. Because he's just going to come back. Like, the people with the shockwave bow have so much mobility. The hammer is, like, way more limited in how much you can get out of it. He has a thunder shotty as well. We have to play this careful. Oh, dang. I wanted to mantle up there. It won't let me mantle. It's so awkward. I wanted to like go through the crack and then mantle just straight to the top. My pistol needs to be reloaded. Maybe we get in here. Trying to get somewhere and play a right shoulder peek. I assume this guy is healthier than me. Because he's pressuring this fight so much, like he's really desperate for it. And that's why I wanted to kill him before. I knew that he would just come back. This is a shot, the bow player, I think. It's just very easy for them to rotate you with the bow. I think he has bow hammer. Unless he dropped the bow. GG's. Yeah, I guess he dropped the bow. Maybe he ran out of arrows. Right, so if we could like reload our guns and use some heals, that would be great. All I was trying to do there is like constantly be mobile there and then try to get a situation where I have right shoulder peek on that guy, which we ended up making happen. I assumed he was going to be like healthy and ready to fight since he was pressuring that fight so much. I pistol amp, that would have been nice there because our pistol was on full reload. We can re-roll this. Light fingers wouldn't be bad, but we already have pistol amp and solo, so it's not the biggest deal. But I wouldn't mind having light fingers if it came down to it. I would just prefer to get something like Storm Mark or Forecast, obviously. But yeah, what I wanted to do when we were fighting that John Wick was like kind of jump out this window and grab this. Like, I don't know if you can do it or not. I certainly can't do it. Like, the struggle is real. But yeah, if I was able to go from like that part just to the top there, we would have definitely cut that guy off, I think. Our life could have been so much easier there too, almost. Because I like had fried that player earlier, the one that third partied us there, that superhero skin. I'd had him pretty weak. It was just that John Wick was on me. We're getting closer to our bounty. We are triple threat. He's like got to be like right here, yeah. Only one shot. If I had hit him like 2 to 3 times, I would have pushed him off that, but I don't want to just... Oh, we're pinched. This isn't good. I was going to say, I don't want to just like 50-50 him with only 30 damage because it's not that significant. I'm stuck on the tree. And the player that shot us in the back is like hard chasing, but we might be able to get him shot by the other guy that we were shooting. Because he might not know that other player was there, yeah. Like the way I ran from that... Like, the way I repositioned in that fight just made it to where they would run into each other. And that's, like, kind of what you got to do. Like, a lot of people complain about getting third-partied. And it certainly sucks. But, like, playing the third parties against each other can be so beneficial for you. Because that one guy that shot me in the back, I don't know why he was so eager on that. But he didn't know as much about the situation that was going on there as I did. And like I was just saying, I feel like 50-50ing somebody or just, like, charging them with the hammer off one tag isn't the best unless you're in like a really bad spot and you just kind of have to. Whereas that guy hit me not at all, was super eager to just push me off of it and then like threw his life away because he was running into a different person that he had no idea about. But I'm happy that worked out. Sometimes it doesn't. You never know how people in Fortnite are going to be. Some unique individuals play this game. And sometimes people just like refuse to fight each other, but luckily we were able to get those people to fight. Somebody else hammering from my right. I wanted to check the hollow chest at this castle. Player in there. I think it's an AI. Like the AI, regardless of range, when you shoot them, they'll just like shoot back at you like this. But like a real player wouldn't do that because it's such a bad fight, you know? It's like hip firing whatever that was at me. But I'd like to see if we can get a better shotgun here or splashes because we actually like don't have splashes at all. Okay, these fish. Oh, dang, this stinks. I think these fish are more important to me right now just because we have bad heals. But if we had more keys, I would not mind having that purple pump at all. Or that purple red eye. But like when it comes to like loot rarity for me, shotgun are the most important. Shotgun, and then the spray weapon, like your SMG, and then the AR. A lot of times, like, the AR damage and rarity doesn't make that big of a difference. And it doesn't really change how you're going to play that much. Whereas, like, shotgun, just every little bit of damage counts, you know? Like, the guy we were fighting in Anvil, that superhero skin, I pumped him as he was in mid-hammer swing. But imagine how scuffed it would be if, like... The fact that I had a green pump really mattered there, you know? Like, if we just didn't hit that much damage. But, like, a gold pump would have one-pumped in there and saved us. Like, it's, like, a completely different fight. Like, the closer you are to your opponent, usually the more threat you're in, I feel like. And that's why AR rarity is, like, the least important to me. It'll matter sometimes, but... I just feel like most of the fights where you're using an AR aren't necessarily life-threatening like you have an out there. Our bounty is somewhat nearby here, so I want to just get on this castle. We'll have like lots of area on this. And I got this bounty. I didn't really care about doing it, but just for like the intel, like knowing where somebody is. We'll get forecast here. Splash medic is nice. If I already had splashes, I would maybe get splash medic there. I don't care that much about forecast. Like, it's nice, but in pub games, it's not the biggest deal to me. But since I don't even have splashes right now, like, just finding 1 or 2 extra over the course of the time isn't like that big of a deal to me. I just want to just get out of here. I just don't know where his bounty is. I didn't see him at all. I just didn't want to, like, have him be, like, playing somewhere over here in this area is awkward to fight in. There's not very much cover. There's people fighting over there somewhere. Someone hammering. Yeah, my bounty just killed somebody over here. Can I please use these? It's, like, so hard to consume those berries, man. They're, like, over here, I think. Yeah, they're in this house. I think I heard him. The better red eye there, but I'm not that concerned about that at this moment. Maybe I didn't hear him. Yep, I did not. This is him. Once again, only 1 shot, and dang, if I'd looked over there, we would have seen that no news there. But I only hit 1 shot, so it's not that big of a deal to me to push this. I don't want a 50-50. This was 1 shot of damage. I don't think I can break this rock. I think this is one of those invincible ones. Yeah. In a situation like this, you want to break the structure with your pistol. That way you can switch to the red eye. And that's another reason why I kind of like using the pistol for zero build. It's more lethal at those ranges. Alright, so that would have been a very bad play if I didn't get damage. Like, if I just, like, 50-50'd him when I had no HP damage on him at all up to that tree, it would have stunk. Because that tree has no cover at all, right? But I see he has the RPG out. We can get on the tree and then get a little more damage on him, like 2 or 3 tags. And then it makes it super easy to close the kill there. But if he was just full HP, I probably wouldn't have done that. That would have been a bad play. But since I already kind of had him, like, on the back foot, it ended up working. That tree had, like, a really good angle, like, seeing over that rock. It was just no cover. But I knew he wasn't shooting back. He had his RPG out. And even if he would have switched to his AR, like, you saw, like, how quickly I just, like, did a lot of damage to him and then, like, repositioned off it. I kept pressuring him. 2 people fighting over there. I think we just go, though. Yeah, that's not in. Gonna be, like, not the greatest for us for a little bit. Our hammer only has 2 charges. I would like to not use any more hammer charges for now. This zone is dirt. It's, like, such an open field. I want to hold these people if we can, because if I kill these people, we probably don't have other people coming from this side. But unfortunately, they're not even really fighting. Oh, they are. They just pushed past me, both of them. Like, an ideal situation for me there would have been if they were just, like, 50-50ing each other in front of me. We broke shield on this player, and there are probably no hammer charges anymore. They just use their hammer to get into zone. Reload everything here. There is a cooler under me, so I don't want to waste my shield fish. We can check this and then hopefully get splashes. Or the juice. A truck. Also, when it comes to the red eye, I pretty much always tap fire this weapon. I've talked about it a bunch. That fight right there, killing this person out of the car, was the only time I've full sprayed it. Every other time I've shot it this game, I've been tap firing. Like, that sort of range, the full auto is fine, but it's just a way more manageable weapon if you're tap firing it. I feel like oftentimes at really long range, you don't need the high fire rate anyways. You just want to hit some shots because it hits really hard. If you're able to hit 2 or 3 shots, that, like, changes the outcome of the course of a fight. Ah, dude, I don't know what is better, honestly. The fish or the splashes. This fish will get you shield faster, but you can't use it while moving, which can matter quite a bit in zero build, I feel like. I think I just heard somebody in a bush. Someone's on balloons. Like I said before, this zone is trash. And this guy has good terrain on us. We're in a bad spot here. My back is to zone, and this guy has, like, really good terrain on me. Like, he doesn't actually have any cover, but just, like, the way the hill is, like, actually great cover for him. Ideally, I would like to get a shot or two on him and just push him. Because him being there, like, really kind of messed my game up. But he moved, which I appreciate. 2 players hammering. Maybe it's just one, actually. I need to be more concerned about my backside here. Told you. He's in that bush? I thought I heard him. This man's RPGing me from a bush. And I don't have Storm Mark. If we had Storm Mark, he'd be a free beam here in a moment. I don't have any cover, but I think we have, like, terrain on that player. This guy just, like, soaring sprints out of here. I'm just gonna go on this. Two players remain. One's the one we just shot, one's here. We have zone. But both of them have to rotate into me, so I kind of want to play his back part here. That was a scuffed situation. That guy, like, shockwaved me out, and I was about to be in a really bad spot, and since I had damage on him, we just went for it. And luckily, another player was shooting him as well. I'm going to play this side, I think, actually. I doubt anyone will expect this. He may have just seen me. Dang, if I was, like, ADS walking there around that corner, we would have just gotten shots on him, I think. Take this for the unlimited sprint. Ideally, they would have to fight each other to get in, and then we could just, like, capitalize on that. But there's a lot of mobility in the game right now. So it doesn't always happen. We have these logs for cover, but, like, it's almost awkward to use them. Kind of confused right now, not gonna lie. Okay, one player's there. I was gonna say, I don't know how they're not fighting, but now we know. Let's see if this player tries to take a peek. Thanks. Sometimes when you shoot, the other person will think they have, like, free reign to, like, over peek on you. So we could have, like, tagged that booga a bit and then fried this guy and then maybe gone on one depending on how our damage was. I didn't hit that booga very much though. We gotta make something happen here. I probably shouldn't have killed that player. GG's. I thought they were fighting more heavy, but that booga wasn't doing anything. But yeah, I didn't like what... I don't know. A 1v1v1 could be so weird because if you do too much, you're probably just going to get third-partied. But I didn't like that player just... I didn't like just nothing happening. So I thought I could spray that guy's rock out and then maybe, like, AR him. But, like, spraying his rock out forced him to move into the other player. And then we were able to, like, third-party that, get a free kill on the booga. And then when it's a 1v1, it's much easier to play. But that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys found it helpful and informative. If you did, remember to give it a like. Subscribe if you'd like to see more. Comment down below how many wins you have so far this season. That was actually my 150th crown win this season. And yeah, I feel like one thing that could help a lot of players is just using their spray weapon to spray objects. I know that sounds dumb, but the pistol is so much better to break, like, trees and rocks and stuff. And if you have, like, light fingers like I did there and the upgraded ammo, you have a lot of ammo and it reloads immediately. And then you could swap to your AR and then still get damage on it. But like I have so many times where people like spray my cover out with their AR and then like they need to reload by the time it's broken. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.